come down by you. Can I bring him for landing, you think? Okay. I am. There you go. Seems to be flying really well, though.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I won't crash it, I'm just saying. Alright, so here's my FMS Ranger. As we all saw, my first flight attempt was a complete disaster. We have the new propeller, and the plane is in great shape still. Everything's good. And I had a small little crack right in this area here. I put a little glue on, and a tiny little crack over here. Put some glue, foam safe glue there, and everything else is okay. The front landing gear was tweaked a little bit. I bent it back and glued it, and it's all good. The rear main gear was a little out of shape, not bad, but it's all straightened out now and good to go. So I think I figured out what was going on. There's quite a few different issues. The main issue was the transmitter I was using was this DXE Spectrum that is a leftover transmitter from a Hobby Zone Aero Scout that we had crashed last year. This is my Hobby Zone Aero Scout I have now. It's still good. I'm trying to salvage this transmitter and use it to fly my Ranger. And it worked, kinda. But the trouble was you couldn't really program it and get all the control surfaces to work right. The ailerons were reversed, the elevators were reversed. So in order to fix this issue, I have done several changes. I got rid of these two servo reversing cables, which I'm not sure these were the cause of the problem, but they're one less thing to cause a problem. I'm not using the Hobby Zone Spectrum DXE transmitter anymore. I bought a new DX6 Spectrum transmitter that is with the LCD screen. Is programmable, and I was able to switch the servos, or reverse the servos just within the program on the controller, so that I don't need the servo reversers. The other issue was, I believe, and I honestly think this is one of the main issues, this has the plane came with installed this little reflex gyro thing. It's basically like a intermediate piece of equipment between the ESC from the motor, the speed controller from the motor, and your receiver. So you plug your receiver cables into there and then into your receiver. There's just a lot going on in the plane, and I think that gyro was causing more problems than it was helping. So.
Are you downstairs?
So with getting rid of this gyro, now the interior of my plane is much cleaner. It's literally just, you know, you get the motor, and the ESC for the motor is kind of tucked in the bottom part of the motor right there. And you put your battery in. And then I just have this, it's a Spectrum AR620 receiver. And then each wire, you know, one from the elevator right there. Then the 2 wires from your servos, ailerons on the wings. And then one from the motor, and then your rudder. And so it's just a much simpler, straightforward, clean setup. And on this, again, on this new transmitter, I'm able to program the throws, the rates of the ailerons, like how fast they travel, how smooth they are. I can make it linear or put in what they call expo. It's pretty straightforward, but this will be like a completely different aircraft. Again, it was, I mean, you saw the previous video. I was trying to fly and it would go hard right, hard left with the ailerons, just completely out of control. Even the elevator was acting up. So anyway, this is how it is now. It's all good to go.